Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Brothers Barbecue. On this video, we're firing up the LoneStar Grill. We're gonna be testing out the charcoal basket that comes with it. We're gonna be smoking up a pork butt. So let's get going. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our injection. Again, this is an injection inspired or using Aimen and Claim'en's method. He did a video on a competition style pork butt last year. I'll have the link somewhere up there in the corner. Go check it out. Awesome video, a lot of information in there. We're gonna start out with some Italian dressing. We're gonna strain out all the chunk parts out of it. And we're gonna save these, so we are gonna use it. So there's our strained out dressing. To that, I'm gonna add some apple juice. And I'm just gonna eyeball this. Probably like 50-50, I guess. And we're gonna add rub to that. We'll go ahead and get a lid on this one and just sort of shake it up. And that's it. There's our injection. So here's the leftover ingredients from our Italian dressing. To that, I'm going to add some just basic yellow mustard. Give that a mix. We're going to use this as our slather to not only help hold the rub in, but also it'll give it some flavor. All right, so here's the star of our show, an 8.5 pound bone-in pork butt. It's a very nice pork butt. I'm not really gonna do a whole lot of trimming here. I'm just gonna get rid of some of this fat here. I do want to expose the money muscle, which is right there a little bit. This is not a competition style trim or, cook, but, I do want to get a little practice displaying that money muscle. So I'm going to do our best here. That's good enough for me. It's, again, not a competition style. I've never done a competition with these things, with the pork butt. So, this is going to be good for me. But right there's a money muscle. We'll get a nice coating on that. All right. For easy cleanup, because this injection will probably get everywhere. Put it in aluminum foil. And then we'll just start injecting. All right, so we got it all injected. Let's go ahead and get our, I don't know what to call this, Thousand Island mustard slather. And then we'll just hit it with our homemade sweet rub. Again, this is my own rub. I think I've had a video on this one. I can find it and put the link in the iCard, somewhere over there. It's a decent rub. This is based off of Man Cave Meals' old channel. He's now Kamado Joe. Give this a good coat. All right, let's go ahead and let this rest, and let's get the LoneStar fired up. All right, guys, here's our charcoal basket with our divider, so it's gonna make a snake method. This thing is nice and sturdy. It's got enough openings for airflow. The bottom is also open. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some lit charcoal on this side. I'm going to toss in a little bit of hickory. and some apple. For our charcoal, we're using Kingsford apple wood, so there's already apple, wood inside the charcoal. I've used these quite a bit, and they're okay. So that's what we're going to use. Let's get this thing slid in. All right, target temp's 275. I'm going to keep this open, probably halfway until we get to our temp. All right, guys, 275. All right, got it skinned down, and we'll just let this thing cruise until we get a nice color on it before we wrap. All right, so our pork butt's been in about 4 hours. It's got a nice color that I like, so I went ahead and pulled it. We got it right here. Let's go ahead and get this wrapped. You can see we got really nice color. What we're gonna do is add some brown sugar to this. And we're gonna add some cubes of butter. If you got the melted butter, go ahead and use it. I don't have any. And then I'm also gonna hit it with my own barbecue sauce. You can use any barbecue sauce you like, but just give this a nice coating. This will help make a nice dipping sauce or glazing sauce when it's all said and done. All right, we'll get this covered. We'll get it back on the smoker until it gets around 200 degrees internal, and we'll start testing for tenderness. All right, guys, I've been checking this, and we hit about 200 degrees, so I'm gonna go ahead and uncover this. You can see it's nice and tender. That muddy muscle over here, beautiful. Man, this is really tender. We got an internal temp of looks like 192, 193 in some areas. Muddy muscle's at 202, which is fine. We're gonna go ahead and pull this and let it rest for about an hour. All right, guys, so here we go. Total cook time on this, it actually went by pretty quick. I didn't really hit a stall on it. It finished in about, I'm gonna say 10 hours. We let it rest for an hour, so maybe 11 total. Went by pretty quick. It looks great, it smells great. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and see if I can separate this muddy muscle, which is not very big. Nice and juicy. Definitely not too bad. All right, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Bone comes out nice and clean. Now I don't have gloves, so I know this is going to be hot, but I'm just going to go ahead and just start pulling this. I actually found one tube, which I'm pretty proud of myself. All right, so to quickly recap, we injected this pork butt with that Italian dressing. We strained out all the bits and pieces in there and mixed with apple juice and some barbecue rub, which I can tell the difference. This thing is moist, it's incredible. Then we took the bits and pieces from the dressing, mix it with some mustard, create a slurry, and use that to help bind our rub to it. Again, phenomenal. This is probably one of the top pork butts I've ever done. Is it competition grade? I don't know. I'm still learning. You know, I'm still trying to get the feel of it, learning the muscle groups and this and that. Aimen and Claim'en did a really good job, you know, showing that. You guys got to go check out his video, definitely. But I don't know. I think this one's a winner. I mean, look at that money muscle. Beautiful smoke ring. Just juicy as all be. Oh. That's incredible. That is awesome. I got no words for that one. That is, I'm sticking to this. I'm using this technique every time I do pork butt now. Got some of the tubes. A different texture, still good, still juicy. Little unique texture to it. I'm not used to pulling tubes and separating them. I just shred it all when I make pork butt, but incredible. Then we got some of that bark, and this bark is insane. This is definitely a winner. All right, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I will definitely see you guys on the next run. Thanks for watching.